Hello and welcome back to the next episode of the Aurora C# Let's Play series Uncut. Before I get into today's episode, I do want to announce a few things. Sorry about the delay on the next series. I haven't had a lot of motivation to get it out, but I will be trying to by at least the end of the week, something like that, to get the prologue out so you guys can get into it and understand what's going to be happening. But in today's episode, let's actually get into it. There's not much really I want to say before, so we engaged the enemies over here, and we managed to wreck quite a few of their vessels, destroying the Albany class, destroying a rat, and various other vessels, but they seem to now be cowering at their base. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wait until such time as we can reload, rearm, and hopefully they will have a change of heart. So let's get the supply vessel. And now, one thing, I need to be very cautious about this because they're a good 97 million kilometers away. We'll be fine. New hostile ship contact at Q001. Did it regain its engine capability back? It's trying to get back. Alright, okay. Let's begin rearming. So we're going to have the supply vessels begin to load ordnance. They should both have plenty of ordnance ready to give. Yeah, we have 1,600 anti-ship missiles, so we'll be completely fine here. Oh yes, I also need to get the strike squadron on board. First strike squadron, let's get you straight on board. Detach, and then we're going to have you join up with the first carrier strike group. Land on assigned mothership as subfleet, and then land on assigned mothership as subfleet again. And then we'll do the exact same thing here for the other one. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to wait for probably a few hours, at least. I'm going to wait a few days until I make a move here. Communication attempts have refused. That is to be expected. That is interesting. We could potentially take that vessel. If we waited long enough here, we could do that. I'm going to move the waypoints closer. Waypoints, strike group, because as the rotation of the planet moves, they will get further away, which means they'll have less capabilities to be able to actually defend themselves. So we're going to move closer towards the enemy. Okay, that seems to be working out. Let's continue to wait a little bit. Okay, let's see how they would like a launch of a strike squadron. I want to see what they will do, if they'll do anything in particular, if we send a second and third strike squadron. First, send you over, and we're going to have you go over to help first strike squadron. And I'm also going to have a special job for our interceptors. Special job. First squadron join the subfleet. There we go. And then I'm going to have you head towards the enemy contacts. Now, we can't beat through their PD. We may need to bring in extra reinforcements to do that, and we probably will. But we can see if moving closer towards them like before is going to trigger them into action. Looks like no is the answer to that. Fine, move back towards the first carrier strike group then. It looks like our... Ooh, that was moving towards us, my friend. That was an enemy vessel moving straight towards us, so they do seem to have some balls still left in them. Let's see if they decide then to move towards us. Ah, what is that moving towards us? 2 acute class vessels. Very well. Let's open up on them then. We shouldn't need to waste too much ammunition here. Let us just fire a single squadron. I'm going to have focus fire on acute 001. We're going to assign that to fleet. And then from the 7th onward, we're going to have them deal with acute 003. And we'll splat both of these, and that'll be another 2 vessels destroyed, hopefully. Q003, and a Q003, and a Q003. to split their fire accordingly between both targets. Open fire fleet. I do want to make sure I actually ceasefire these fleets because they do still have targets. Ceasefire. Yeah. Ceasefire. And I'll have to manually do this then. Open fire all. And we're just going to continue to do this, fortunately, to make this actually organized properly so that we don't have any issues. Open fire, open fire, open fire, open fire. Okay. And we are firing. Missiles our way. We're going to hold our position. Oh, looks like they are coming towards us now. I'll kill the acutes first. And then we'll see if we can hit the other ones. They're moving a lot slower than normal. Yep. They're moving a lot slower than normal. Okay, that is 2 impacts. We penetrated both of them. They seem to still be coming, though. Fine. They're not going to be the targets. The rats are really the targets here. So that's what we're going to focus fire on with all of the rest of the weapons that we have. A rat 004, 003. Focus fire on that. Assign that to fleet. Open fire fleet. Missiles our way. Ceasefire fleet, and let's get the hell out of here. So they do seem to now starting to fall for the bait again. So they're moving in. Let's see how well we do versus the rat here. Missiles are incoming. Ooh, no. I do not want you to move backwards. Contacts. We need to move closer than that. A lot closer. Yes, good. Okay. Squad Children, hold your position. Ordnance coming in. And that is an Iraq class down. Fantastic news. Yeah, 59 hits, 19 penetrating hits, and target destroyed. Let's get back to the carrier then. That was a successful run towards our targets. We're not going to land on the same mothership, but we are going to move backwards. But yeah, that's another vessel down, which is great news. If they decide to follow us too much, yeah, we will deal with them accordingly, but I don't think that's really what's going to happen. Once the orbit moves, we will send a boarding team to go grab the acute and then repair it and then get it sorted out, because I do want to actually capture one of their vessels intact and bring it back and then disassemble it. We don't really need their vessels particularly for our own, but we do want them for their technology because they do have certain technologies that are more advanced than us. And as such, we want to pay that some mind. Okay. So now we're going to wait 20 minutes. Okay, we're good. Launch all fighters. Well, not all fighters, but we are launching the fighters. Second Strike Squadron, fleets, waypoints, contacts. No, I don't want contacts, more fleets. Join the subfleet, and then we're going to join the subfleet again, and then we're going to move in towards the contacts again. Move to location. Move to location, contacts. Let's go for the Albanese. Those are the priority targets at this point. Well, not those. We want to kill the other rat if possible, because that could mean less AMM fire, which would be better for us. Oh god. Join the subfleet. Why can't you do that? First Strike Squadron, join as a subfleet. You hold your orders. Hold. Okay, there we go. Now go towards the enemy contacts. Go towards the Albany class. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, move towards and keep going. We have to get much closer apparently this time for them to be able to detect us. Okay, the two acute classes are coming towards us. And there are the rest of them. Okay. Load ordnance. We are going to focus fire on the Arat. It took us only 2 salvos last time, so that's what we're going to focus fire that on. So, Arat 002. Assign that to fleet. Okay, and then I'm going to have one target. You guys are going to focus on the acute class vessels. So we're going to assign you to subfleet, and then I'm going to modify the orders from this point. So you're going for Q002. I want 003 to be targeted next. Q003, Q003. And then a Q003 again. And there we go, Q003. Good. And then open fire every weapon that we have. Missiles are now away. We're going to have you hold your position so that they keep coming towards us. Here we go. They're leaving the planet, which means they're leaving most of their protection behind, which is fantastic news for us at the end of the day. Missiles coming in. Secondary power explosion, that's dead. Yeah, those acute classes are now both dead, which is fantastic news. And now we should be able to go in, and that is another Arat dead. Fantastic. So, we're finishing them off, and then we'll kill the Albanese off, and then we'll be practically pretty much good here. If we could potentially win this battle without bringing another carrier in, I would be very, very happy with that, I will say that much. Okay, what's the distance from the Green Bridge to here? 24 million kilometers. Yeah, so I'm going to wait a little bit before we do send the... we do send the boarding in, the boarding guys in, to begin taking the other acute here. Fleets, carrier group, join the subfleet. No, I don't need to join as a subfleet. I want you to land in the mothership as a signed subfleet. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to wait a little bit. I'm not going to engage them yet. I want to board that first. We can always hit them later. Okay. There we go. So another increment passed. So now the distance from the acute to there is 35 million kilometers, which I feel safe in handling. So what I'm going to have happen is we're going to launch 2 boarding crafts. Detached. I'm going to have you go and begin boarding up onto the acute. Yeah, attempt boarding all formations. And I'm also, what I'm going to do here, waypoint 22, is I'm going to launch the interceptors. I'm going to have you go towards waypoint 22, and then as soon as the boarding's done, we're going to use the interceptors to protect the vessel. That is going to be the job, what we're going to be planning to do here. Okay, here we go. On the way. And there should be, everything should survive the boarding actions here, so no problem, no foul. Oh crap, looks like they destroyed both of the Quebecs. That's unfortunate. So it still has weapon capabilities, it seems. Well, they died for the greater good, but we did thankfully get our vessels onto, or our marines onto the actual vessel. We engaged the target. We got 20 crew members. 5 marine element loss, units lost 4, and we were able to penetrate all of them and hit all of them just fine. Okay, there we go. Another 18 crew dead. Another 18 crew. We're losing very few units. We are losing some marines though, of course. 14 crew, 8 crew, 6 crew, 14 crew, 6 crew, 11 crew, They killed the lieutenant, which is annoying. And we have secured the ship. Fantastic news. Intercept Squadron, your job is now going to be to escort that ship back towards the fleet. So I want you to join as a subfleet to begin escort duty. The Acute is going to need immediate assistance, so we're going to move the carrier strike group over towards it. So move to location. The Acute is damaged, I presume. Let's have a look at the current situation. So this is the vessel. 4 25cm railguns. Those could be of great value to us. Also ECM technology here. It's only the engines that are particularly damaged, so we can begin to repair those as fast as possible. Our MSP reserves are not very good, but we'll have to do what we can to repair. Okay, there we go. And while we're here, we can actually pick up the life pods because we took... Yeah, we can rescue the life pods here. You should be able to anyway, or we should try to. They are actually some distance away. Interesting. Okay, enemy missiles are incoming at this point. Did you turn your active sensor on? Yes. Oh my god, you had your active sensor. God damn it. Shouldn't have had the active sensors. Active was off. God damn it, they just destroyed the Acute again. Why did they not fire? Interceptors. You had no active sensor lock. Oh, for God's sakes. Fine. Every time we capture one of these goddamn forsaken ships, they destroy it. But at least we get information. We are losing a lot of Marines. It's not the prettiest job, I'll admit that, being a Marine. But we did gain information on the Acute class, so we do know now exactly what kind of class. It's called the Kozov, it does seem. And it's got 4 25cm railguns, which is nice for them, I guess. Fine, we're going to have to kill these Albanese then if we are going to begin boarding, because they still have all those missiles, which is of concern to me, indeed, of very, very much concern to me. Detach and detach. So let's go nuke them again. First carrier strike group, join the subfleet. Join the subfleet, and good. Then let's head over towards the enemy contacts. Albanese will go towards those first off. Did I set something to open fire by mistake? Or are they firing towards us? I did, yes. They shouldn't be able to detect us from this range with their fighters. We can pick up the life pods at a later point. We'll see which enemy vessels come towards us. They may just send the Albanese first, which would be interesting. We'll deal with whatever they do send though. Interesting. They're not going to send anything at us. Hold position. I want to see if they will do any actions. Looks like that's a no. They lost the rats, so let's give them another strike. See if we can break through their armor or their point defense capabilities. We're going to go focus fire everything on the archer classes. Science fleet, open fire fleet. Okay, missiles are away. Cease fire and head back to the mothership. Head back. Hopefully these should be able to do some. I doubt it though, to be honest. Yeah, I really did doubt that. They have plenty of point defense capability. Pretty ridiculous if you ask me. So we are likely going to be needing the second carrier to be moved in here if we are going to be able to penetrate through their point defense capabilities. So let us order the second carrier to actually come. It's currently over here, and it has all its Aardvark Block 2s available. let me detach all of the Aardvark Block 2s once we get back to Seoul. We're going to need, a good 72 fighters if we are going to do what I want to do here. Let's make sure we actually get these things boarded, otherwise they're all going to actually blow up, so I don't want that to happen. Yeah, but this is really annoying because we can't penetrate them with our single carrier group, but we have destroyed so many of them that they can't really pose much of a threat towards us. So we definitely need to do something here. Okay, landed undersigned. Now we're going to wait some time. Fine, I'll go pick up the dead people, well, not the dead people, but the survivors from the life pods. Rescue them, head back to fleet, and then land on the side mothership. That's a fleet. There we go. So we've gotten the survivors now, which is nice. I'm interested to see what these aliens will do. We're going to move to Groombridge A1. We're going to get very quite close with our carriers, but I'm not too concerned. Because all of their weapons are only in the Albanese, and we have already showed that we are capable of dealing with those weapons, so I'm not really concerned about their capabilities. I want to see if they would dare try and move towards us, in which case I'll actually fight them in beam-to-beam combat. We could fight them in beam-to-beam combat, indeed. It does depend here. Okay, we're moving our fleet up. We seem to attack different kinds of vessels, which is interesting to me. Okay, Archer class, Arrow, yeah. Okay, they have service to orbit weapons, 5,800 tons worth of service to orbit weapons. That explains their point defense capabilities. The question is, how do we break through that without just firing a ridiculous amount of missiles? I'm going to guess not very easily. Now, we could set up forces here on to this planet, and we could move stuff over, which I'm inclined to do to prepare for a military invasion, but we still have many vessels in orbit that we need to deal with. The 6 Albanese are of great concern as well. When are we getting the second carrier strike group moved over? 21 days, okay. So now we're just going to sit back, and we're going to wait until they make a move. I doubt they will, but we're going to do what we can here. Let's launch a squadron and see how they act with it. Because as soon as they leave the STOs, they're completely defenseless, in my opinion. It's the fact that they are able to hold on to those surface orbit weapons that is the problem. Because we don't really have a counter towards them just yet anyway, without just firing a significant amount of missiles, because really that's the only way we're going to get through it is overwhelming firepower. So they are moving the opposite direction? What? They are moving the opposite direction. Fine. Well, they will die for that. Who isn't within range that is left? Ardent and Albanese. We'll kill the Albanese first. First target Albany, assign fleet, open fire fleet. As soon as the Albanese is there, we can get closer and we can start boarding things. Okay. Away, and let's get the hell back to the fleet. They shouldn't have any AMMs, at least from my understanding anyway. They do, though. Interesting. Okay, scratch 1. 6 penetrating hits. We broke through the armor. We lost quite a few missiles on the way passing across the planet. But we did damage the Albany there. One of them anyway. And so now they're going much, much slower to keep pace up with the other vessel. Okay, I don't really know what they're trying to do. Maybe there's some glitch in the precursor code. I don't know. Or the code. London assigned mothership at Subfleet. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna wait a little bit. Are they firing towards us? I would think not. Ceasefire fleet, sure. Oh, they are firing towards us. In fact, yeah, they are. Okay, our weapons all ready. Make sure that we have all weapons certifiably ready. Let's give them what to with the AMMs. I'm going to auto assign fire control real quick, and I'm going to assign that to fleet. Are the destroyer escort squadrons ready to fire? Looks like they are. Let's make sure we have auto assigned properly. Assign to fleet. All point defense weapons look ready and active. Just making sure. Yep, that's looking good. The impassive is also looking good. So we are ready to take on the enemy missiles as they come in. There's a lot of them. A lot of enemy missiles. Looks like one of them had their missile launchers damaged here. Okay, and AMMs are away. AMMs are away. We have a 32% chance to hit. We do gain some tracking bonus, which is always nice. Why are we only firing 1-to-1 from that one? Is it just coincidence? Probably. How many? We killed 25 of their missiles with those, that's nice. Thin the herd, boys. That's a lot of enemy missiles coming in. A lot of them. Get the practice in as well. That will help out quite a lot. Scratch one. Yeah, we're going to be hitting quite a few of those missiles. I want to just see the effects of anti-missile missiles. So we have a 30% chance to hit with anti-missile missiles, which could be a lot better, to be honest. But what are you going to do? And we had 19 nuclear detonations. We impacted. And it looks like we're doing fine in that regard. Point defense is holding up just so fine. And we're able to hold pretty damn well here. No problems whatsoever. Yeah, we're out of AMMs, looks like. The Seniors just fired all of theirs, so we're going to have them just go off point defense for now. Because the kind of, like, it's not great. Like, the AMMs will get better over time. It's just that they do help. They do help in that herd. We'll be able to deal with all these missiles, though. We shouldn't have any problems. Yep, no problems at all. Boom, boop, and boop. No problem at all. We're just murdering through all of these missiles. Okay, so that was their salvos, and they didn't do any damage towards us. Well, they did use up our AMMs, but what are you going to do? We had to use them at some point. We couldn't just keep them forever. Now we need to wait quite a bit of time before we can fire. We can launch the squadrons again. A few hours go by, and then we can launch the strike squadrons to immediately begin another run. Second and third. Fleets detach and rejoin the first squadron as a subfleet. Join this squadron as subfleet, and then we're going to get ready to move towards the enemy. Yeah, move towards the enemy. Fleets, block, contacts, Albanese. We want to kill as many of those as we can. Any vessels that they actually send towards us would definitely be worthwhile, in my opinion. Will they move? That is the question. Will they move? I truly doubt it. You're getting quite close in range-wise. I would not like to get any closer. So we're going to hold the aardvarks here until further orders. Looks like they're not feeling up to it, it seems. Not up to it indeed, apparently. I got overzealous. I would have liked that acute class to ourselves, but looks like we're not going to get it. Looks like we didn't get it because of my stupidity. Okay, let's head back. Okay, let's land all of the strike squadrons accordingly. God, this is very tedious, but this is what I get for playing carriers at the end of the day. Land these strike squadrons. Good. Okay. Now, we're just going to wait for our second carrier to arrive, I think. That is going to be the most logical course of action here today. I mean, they can't actually harm us, so... Unless they were to come towards us. Okay, second carrier strike game's now at Earth. We can begin to sort it out then. So, first off, we need to detach all of the block 2s. And have you guys go and join the reserves. So block 2s, you're now in the reserve corps. And then we need to have the new fighters, so the block 3s. We have 12 of them there. We should have the rest over here. We have 36 of them. Yeah, there we go. Detach these, have them land on the second carrier strike group vigilance. There we go. Fantastic. And then I'm going to begin to organize them correctly. First off, the Ontarios need to be assigned into their own squadron, so we're going to detach that and then rename it to the 2nd Intercept Squadron. Okay, and then we're going to assign that and land that as subfleet. There we go. And then we're going to break up these into the proper fighter groups here. So this will be 4th Strike Squadron. And then we're going to go for let's go for this. We're going to go for the 6th, 5th Strike Squadron. And then we're going to go for the actual 6th Strike Squadron. There we go. Then let's land them all onto the carrier. Carrier, land on the assigned subfleet. There we go. And then we are ready to go over towards the enemy. First off, we're going to reload the resupply, make sure we replace ordnance, all that good stuff. Make sure that's all fantastic and ready so that we have as much ordnance as possible. Yeah, we're replacing the ordnance right now so that we have the Mark IIIs available to our fleet. Okay, ordnance is all ready. And we're going to head over directly to Greenbridge. That'll take us 21 days. And then we'll have you go to the carrier location, which will take you a month. So we have to wait here for about a month before we can continue the engagement. Because the enemy has decided that they do not want to fight us. Well, they want to fight us, but they just don't want to come towards us. Which is unfortunate. You know what? We keep getting those warnings. I'm going to make a colony on this place. Great colony. I'm going to unload with our 1st strike squadron. What's the first one? 1st strike group. Unload all of these. Unload survivors onto this world. There we go. And they can do what they want. I don't really care. I just don't want to get the extra deployment time. Okay, once the carrier is here, though, just want to make sure that they don't do anything stupid. Okay, because the enemy is over there, and that's kind of the problem at the moment. That'll take them 2 days. We'll move to waypoint 20 with the 2nd carrier strike group then, and we will reorganize our attack accordingly. So move to waypoint 20. Okay. Second Carrier Strike Group fought here once before, a while ago, but they did fight here. Let me just make sure that all of your... everything is ready for intercepting duty. Yes, we are. Now, the second Carrier Strike Group has the older class vessels, but they're still worthy of fighting, and they're still worthy of dealing with the enemy. Especially now that there is the other Albanese have been diminished so much. So we're moving to location. Okay, second Carrier Strike Group has now joined the fleet. So let us launch all fighters. If all fighters are currently ready to go, let me check these squadrons. Mark III box launchers ready. Let me have a look at strike squadrons, auto assign and assign fleet. Looks like you are also ready. So launch first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. All strike squadrons now launched and ready to go. Join the subfleet to the first. Whoa, what the hell happened? Join the subfleet. Where's the third gone? Did I do something stupid? Swear there should be the third strike squadron here, no? Where the hell did it go? Oh, I did that, did I? Oh, yeah, you guys need to detach, and you're going into third. Yeah, third squadron. I'm not sure why you're called third. You should be called fourth. There we go. And you guys should be called third. Weird. Maybe the name is mixed up somehow. I'm not too sure. Okay. Join first subfleet. Keep going and then keep going. Okay. There we go. We should have all strike squadrons now reporting in and ready. Yep, we do. Let's make sure we're on synchronized fire because we're going to need it. Fleet sync on. Fleet sync on. And fleet sync on. Okay, now we're going to go towards the enemy contact. So now we have 72 fighters, which gives us a total capability around 288 missiles. Let's see if the enemy can handle that many missiles. I'll be interested to find out for sure. Okay, prepare to fire. We're going to target the assail class. We're going to target the assail class. We're going to assign that to fleet, and we're going to open fire fleet. Okay, we are all preparing to fire. Missiles are all away. Strike squadron, let's get the hell back. Move to location. Let's get backwards now. Missiles are now away. See how effective they will be. 50,000 kilometers per second. They should do okay. Hopefully they'll be able to break through. If they can't break through, that's going to be a big problem for us. Yes, we can. We can get through them. Okay, so their capabilities, they can destroy like 200 missiles. But we can get through them. We can. It's just going to take a lot. A lot of missiles. Now, what is doing the AMM fire? I'm interested to know. Is it the Ardent class? Is it maybe the Ardent class or the Armadale? The Arrow class also seems to have a Gauss cannon of some kind, so we want to focus fire on that as well. The Archer and the Arrow. It's a lot of point defense we're going to have to get through. Okay, let's detach and rejoin our squadrons. It's going to be quite an ordeal to land all of these constantly and then move back and forth. But once one of the assails is down, we should be in a better situation. Because if we have a look at the current assail class, right, the ship combat assail, it has all these rail guns at 10%. But maybe I should be targeting the Arrow. I think I probably should be. Not the Arrow. The Arrow has the Gauss cannons on it, which is the concern. So maybe I should be targeting those first. Probably, to be honest, and that's probably what I'll do. But we're going to go for the assail first, and then we'll go for the other ones. We'll go for that assail first, and we'll go for the other ones. So these are all attached now, so we can start rejoining the fleet. We'll probably run out of ammunition, though, which is going to be a problem. The Galasite cost for taking these worlds is going to be enormous, and won't be figured out until after conflict. Red Squadron, unassigned mothership. Everything has landed correctly. Now we're going to wait. Are they firing towards us? Likely. They likely did not like the fact that we didn't take too kindly to them. Yep, there come the missiles. We should be completely fine here. No problem at all. At least I would think, anyway. Because then we were able to handle the last one. It's a lot of missiles, though. Though, as you can see, some of them are damaged, so they can't fire the salvos as fiercely as they once did. Just make sure they're all okay. Yep, fine. Fine. No problem. Yeah, their missiles are terrible, so they can't actually penetrate through. Okay, we managed to deal with all of their missiles. How are the strike squadrons now doing? Are they ready to go again? No, they are not. We're going to need a little bit of time before we do so. We're going to need about an hour or so. There we go. We should now be ready to go out once again. First strike squadron detach. Second, and then third. Oh god. Third. And then we're going to launch 4th, 5th, 6th. Okay, and then we're going to join the sub-fleet on... Oh, for fuck's sake, it did it again. Rename this the 6th Strike Squadron. Okay, there we go. Fleets, join first as sub-fleets. Once we've joined all of these as a sub-fleet, we can then go again once more. Okay, and then we should have everyone here and ready to go. We're going to move towards the contacts, move towards the Albanese. We need to weaken their point defense systems, that's what we need to do. I want to see if they'll move forward though. No, they will not. Okay, let's fire. What should we target? Probably the arrows, to be honest. That's what I am going to focus on. The arrows seems to have the most point defense capability. Let's have a look, though. So, yeah, so the Kirsch classes here have 2 of these, but the arrows have 14 railguns here. So it's not the Kirsch class. It's a different vessel. These were the archers. They have a much higher PD ratio. So if we can kill the arrows, then we can get through the rest of them. So, open fire fleet. Okay. I'm going to move back as well while we do this, because I do not want to lose any of these fighters if we can spare not to. And all missiles are now away. Excuse me? Do we not have enough missiles to fire? Oh, for God's sakes. Well, hopefully this does something. I doubt it will. We need every last missile to actually be able to go through these. Oh, we actually were able to. We got 32 armor hits on the arrow there. Yeah, 32 hits on the arrow. We're going to need a lot more, though. We did not have as much ammunition as I expected us to. What is current ammunition stockpile? We have 100... No, Mark 3s? I would think we'd have more than that. We have Mark II Firebirds. Why do we have Mark II... Oh, for God's sakes. You have Mark 608 Mark IIIs. That is something, so we can continue the battle here. But we're going to have to go back for ammunition, looks like it. because we cannot engage the targets like this. And that means they'll be able to repair, which is going to be quite annoying. I mean, that armor will still be intact, but yeah. Once we get rid of the arrows, we get rid of the archers, it'll then be a lot easier to go through other stuff. And we are able to penetrate through, we just need multiple carriers to do so. So, I'm going to move back the carrier strike group immediately. Back to Sol. Because right now, we do not have the capability to actually get through them because of the amount of ammunition that we need to actually break their point defense systems. Whatever is on this planet better be goddamn worth it, I'll say that much. It better be bloody goddamn worth it, because we are fighting tooth and nail for this. Tooth and nail indeed. The amount of Galasite that we have used on this system alone is significant. So yeah. All of them have landed. Let's get the hell back to Alpha Centauri. So annoying. We always have to retreat because we don't have enough ammunition remaining. How much production are we doing? Only Mark 3s. What's the stockpile right now? We have plenty of Mark 2s, but they're not good enough. We need Mark 3s, and we need lots of them. We're going to need plenty more if we're going to do what we need to do here. So yeah, the good news though is we can penetrate through their defenses. The bad news, of course, is that we can't, can't completely do it. Insufficient. What do you mean insufficient on the Senya? Damage control. The cost is 937. Can't we resupply? No. We should have plenty of MSP for this. Resupply in fleet. Resupply in fleet. Transport all the stuff we need over. We should have plenty of maintenance supplies to be able to do so. Okay, they'll hopefully begin to unload that, but that is annoying. That is going to slow us down, of course. Senya, let's begin damage control. Repair that as best you can, please. Yeah, resupply our own fleet as much as you can. Hopefully we can get the engine repaired at some point. Oh, excuse me. MSP. The Senya should now have plenty of MSP to actually be able to repair. So we need to just get that repaired immediately, as quickly as possible. The FRSS Vigilance has not enough fuel. Okay, reload, rearm, resupply there. Okay. What do you mean the partridge? Narwhale? Yeah, of course you are. Oh yeah, we need that day of time. Got it. Okay, 4-1, the towers were constructed. We should be able to transport like 400,000 tons worth of ground forces at this point. Which is significant, indeed. Is the engine fixed yet? Come the hell on, Senya. Should be bloody fixed by now. No, it's not. Fine, detach that. You and your Elephant Toy. You go over here. Refuel, resupply. That is annoying indeed. That is extremely annoying. Okay, research. That's looking good. We need more. We need to produce more missiles, though. More and more missiles. That's what we need. Gravitational survey completed. That's fantastic news. Let's go through that jump point. Have you got your engine working again? Nope. Yep, your MSP is fine. You're just waiting for the 1.5% chance to repair. Oh, now you're not fine, are you? Because, okay, you know what we can do? First carrier strike group. No. We're going back to our Centauri. We're gonna... This is why we have a tractor beam, okay? Track to specified ship, okay? And get the hell back to Sol and refuel resupply. Okay, let's go. This is a 113 query. Okay, and he's continuing to produce lots and lots of infantry and other forces, and then we also need to keep producing as many ASMs as possible. What's our current stockpile now? We now have 553. We're going to need like 2,000 at least for what we're going to be doing. 2,000 gives us 600, 900, like 5 salvos of missiles. Okay, we have reached Earth. Good. And we brought the other Senya in tow. You can begin to rearm and resupply that. Industry-wise, how's our stockpile looking? Everything's looking good in that regard. Looks like fuel got really taxed up from that usage. Okay, let's continue incrementing 5-day increments while we wait here. Okay, another Normandy Block 2 was built actually on Earth, which is fantastic news. That is a new vessel. So we're going to call this the FRSS Netto. Another super carrier which can be available to us to fire more ammunition. For now, we're going to assign you into the first... we're going to assign you into the first carrier strike group. Until we have somewhere else to place you at. But that is good. And what I am going to do now is... we could also bring along the Helios class vessels, which might be wise. Might be wise, I don't know. I don't think we can use them too effectively currently, but with that extra carrier, we need a lot more fighters, so I'm going to order up another 24 Aardvark Block 4s to be produced. You'll need them. And then we're going to keep building the rest of what we're going to be needing as well. What is our mining situation? Okay, our Galasite is holding completely fine, which is fantastic news. What about tankers? We moved these over here, didn't we? Yes, we did. Logistics Command, Fuel Transport. Let's move those directly over. I'm going to rename this to Fuel Group 1. I want to have you begin to do other jobs for us. So you are going to refuel from colony. Yeah, refuel from colony, both of you, and then we will have you give further orders once you're done. We'll have them transport fuel over to extra places where we will need it. Okay, both of those are finished. Okay, which places are we not sending fuel to? We're sending fuel to... where's that? Vigilance and passive. Yeah, we're sending that to Vigilance. We're sending that to Actar. So, let's send these over to other systems. So, we're going to go to Omega Ceti. Let's make sure that we actually have that delay set up. We need a 1-year delay. So 31,500,000 seconds. There we go. Or 315 million. And we're going to have you go through Omega Ceti. Then we'll have you transfer fuel to colony, head back to Fibudus, refuel, and then cycle those moves. You are going to go to Omega Ceti as well. So transit, but you're going to be set to 0. Then you're going to go on to FL Virginis, and you're going to transfer fuel to the colony. Then you're going to head back to Fibudus, and you're going to refuel, and then you'll cycle those moves accordingly. And that should set those two fuel up. So now that we are shipping fuel out to both of those colonies, which is fantastic. So right now we're just waiting for missiles at this point, and also fighters to be constructed and completed. Will be done by next year, but we're going to need another 1,000 missiles added on to that at least. Speaking of that, considering the ordnance production scaling, I'm going to have, where is the ordnance production? Fighter fuel, missile, kinetics, weapons, I guess it is. So we're going to have you focus on something that's a little bit more attainable right now, and that is going to be getting our ordnance production. So where is ordnance? Ordnance production, control BP. We're going to get that up. Hopefully that will help us out in actually producing enough missiles to keep everything working together. We complete research into something. I don't really know what, but it's fine. Let's go for increasing. Let's just add these extra labs into like one of these and then one of these there. Ground combat, you don't got anything else to do, so we're just going to have you continue researching all these weapons. Let's get super heavy capability, super heavy armor, all these different things that we can research and use. Okay, more aardvarks are on the way. We're training more marine infantry battalions, which is fantastic news. And then we'll get all those sorted out here. Okay. Now that we've trained everything up, complete research into beam fire control rating 80,000 kilometers, which should automatically upgrade all of our older vessels. So if we look at our guided missile, not guided missile destroyer, our destroyer escort, the HSB class, that gives that a max range of 192,000 kilometers, which is nice. Because we have our racial rating increased automatically anyway. At least that's my thinking. I suffered a maintenance failure. Do we not have enough to support the tonnage in orbit? Oh god, we really do not. This is a problem. This is a significant problem. Delete that. Delete that. And we need to delete. I'm going to delete the mines as well. We need to produce maintenance facilities very, very quickly. We're going to produce 300 of them at 75% capacity. Hopefully those will be done extremely quickly. Okay, there we go. Crew quarters was damaged. Yeah, that's gonna happen, isn't it? Okay. Do we finish off the missiles? Okay, we finished off those missiles, but we're gonna need even more of them. Missile. Ordnance. We're going to need another 2,000 of these to be produced. Hopefully, that will get done in some speed. No, I'm not counting on it, to be honest. Okay, what is current stockpile looking like? Weapon stockpile. We have 492. And we are producing 7,332, so that'll be done by next year for 2,000 more ASMs. Once we've destroyed the enemy vessels, then we can begin to actually land forces, and at that point, the battle will practically be over. Okay, we're producing more Block 3s. Okay, Diego Sills, unable to carry out new orders. We'll send you over to this place, and then to there. You can go and explore. Okay, we just need to get as much ordnance as possible. We have 700 of them now. What is our carrier group looking like currently? Okay, reload, replace ordnance. And then I'm also going to retool. Well, actually, we're going to begin repairs of the Senya class, because it needs it, and yeah, that's looking good. How is Impassive looking nowadays, by the way, because we should have oxygen up to, yeah, we're halfway there now, so it'll take another year or so before we can actually get enough oxygen, and then we need to remove the dangerous gas, which will bring down colony costs significantly. So yeah, you've gotten a bunch of ammunition, but we need a lot more if we're going to load up on exactly what we need. So we need to get all of the stuff sorted out here. We are producing these maintenance facilities, which hopefully is going to stop us. Our capacity has finally gone up. Okay, good. We finally have enough capacity to be able to afford what we need. Let's go with the new star system. A lot of empty star systems at this radius over, which is a problem. Not really a problem, but it's annoying. I'll give it that. 33rd Infantry Battalion was completed. Okay, we'll hopefully have more stuff done somewhat soon. Paula Diaz, you can go and explore. What the hell do we even know of that we can actually look for now? 62 Hydra, you can go to there. There's nothing wrong with that. See what we can find. Maybe more colonies, possible targets. Okay. No, I think this is where we're going to leave it off, guys. So we wait for missiles to build so that we can prepare to go again and destroy the remaining vessels. We've weakened the enemy significantly, but now we need to prepare for the finishing blow. We have 3 carriers available. We will bring a total of... How many would that be? That would be... We're going to bring... We're going to bring 108 fighters, so we're going to be able to fire 400 plus missiles towards our enemies, and we will destroy the precursor scum, and then we will invade the planet, take over their self-storage weapons, and take what remains for ourselves. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye. And special thanks to members Alter Ego 1101, Lewis Neto, King Strozer, Impassive 9001, and Gravmania. Thanks for your support. I will keep the channel going.